Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. McGee and I want to show you how to use Sora to access digital and audio books. There are two ways you can get to the link. One way is in my Google Classroom, which most of you have probably joined, but I want to show you another way to get to it today, and that is through the TMISD webpage. So if I go to tmisd.us, home of the Warriors and Cherokees, and I go to schools, intermediate school. Oops. There's our school. And library. And then click on this page of words. And this accesses the library webpage, Tolosa Midway Intermediate School Library. So you see our library team. There I am with Louie. There's Mrs. Landry with Walter and Louie, and there's Mrs. Rosie Paul, our library team. So if we want to access Sora, we're going to go to digital books. Check out digital and audio books through Sora, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Log in using your Google credentials for school. Your Google credentials are your ID number at student.tmisd.us, and your password is your number. You use that every day to get into your Google Classroom. It's the same one that you're going to use for Sora. So that makes it easy. Now, the first time you go to Sora, it's going to ask you to sign into your school. And there's a drop-down menu. So I'm going to select Tolosa Midway right here. Sign in using Tolosa Midway ISD. Now I'm going to log in as Louie. Louie is my dog. You know my dog. And we gave him some credentials so we could use his account for demonstration purposes for different things. So I just logged in as Louie. Because I've logged in as Louie on this computer before, it remembered his login. I selected him, but you will have to put your ID at student.tmisd.us. You know how to do that. All right, now when it opens up, it opens to the Explore page. And if you scroll down, you see it opens up. It has collections of books for different interests and different levels. So diverse reads here, new in November, attitude of gratitude, that would be like Thanksgiving. Until we meet again, I don't know what that means. Spooky and scary, I do know what that means. Mutt reads, books about dogs, and so on. You scroll down, there are lots of different collections. But the first thing I want you to do when you log in to Sora is go to Preferences, because I want you to set how they present the books to you. So let's look through these very quickly. Available books. Do you want them to show you all the books that are in the collection or just the ones that are available for checkout? I recommend that you look at everything rather than just the ones that are available, because if you see a book that you want to check out and it's not available yet, you know what you can do. You can put it on hold. So I would leave that on everything for me. Sort by relevance, popularity. I think you can just leave that one. You don't need to check anything on that one. Format, if you prefer only audiobooks, you can pick that. Only ebooks, you can pick that. I'm going to leave it open to any. And it's very obvious when you look through the collection which ones are audiobooks, because you see a little set of headsets on the cover of the book. Language, obviously, if you are a Spanish reader or speaker, you want Spanish books, click on Spanish. I'm going to leave it on English because that is the language that I read in. Audience. When you go in, it has 3 different choices. Juvenile, which is for children. Young adult, which would be more for middle school and high school. And general adult, obviously, that's adults. I want you to click Juvenile. I want you to have the books for kids available. And then compatibility. If you have a Kindle that you like to read on, you can click Kindle. I have a Kindle that I like to read on, but I'm going to leave it on the Sora app for now. And then apply. All right, now it's going to show me any books, whether they're available or not. And if you see the little headset, it shows you that that is the audio book. So let's go through. Let me show you the different popular subjects. If you click on Explore All Subjects, you can click, let's say mythology. Mythology is a very popular genre for us at intermediate school. People like those Rick Riordan books like The Lightning Thief and so on. In fact, here's a Rick Riordan book right here, The Tower of Nero. Let's go ahead and borrow that book. So I'm going to click on it. Louie, I hope you like this book. And this book is now checked out. Let me see if I can move my head over here and show you how to read the book. So click on the cover and you just click when you want it to turn the page. It's just as if you have the book right there in front of you. And there you go. And if you stop reading, it will save the page for you. And when you come back, it will be on that same page. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Now, how do I go back? I'm just going to do the back arrow. Yep, there you go. I want to go back because I want to show you another way to look for books. Let's say you know the exact book that you want to check out. I'm just going to go with Dog Man because that's an easy one to look for. But you might have a specific title that you're looking for. Results for Dog Man. So these are the Dog Man books that they have. Now, if you look, this Dog Man is not available, so I would have to place that one on hold. So I'm going to go ahead and place a hold on that one. But this one is available to borrow, so I'm going to click on that one and borrow it. Can click on it. If I click on it, no matter where I put my head, it's in the way. Brawl of the Wild. There are the chapters and so on. I know that this is the favorite of many people at our school. Lots of people like those. So let's go back. Let's see. What about pets? So these are the books about pets. I'm just going to go ahead and borrow that one. It says you've reached your loan's limit. You'll need to return another title before you can borrow this one. Oh, so how do we do that? Well, if we go down to the bottom, see where it says shelf? That's your bookshelf. Those are the ones that you have checked out already, and it will let you check out 3. So here are the 3. It lets you open the book. And this is a workbook that I checked out that I'm actually reading. So I'm not going to return that one. But if I want to return these 2 books and get a different book, let's say you finish your Dog Man book. You can return it. See where it says due in 13 days? You can click right there and you can return it. And then you have room for another book to check out. Okay, and if you want to, you can go to the little me down there. You can put your nickname up here if you want to. I'm going to say his nickname is Louie. And I'm going to pick a different picture for him. I guess a robot. I don't know. They didn't have a dog picture. Okay, so that's Louie's account. If I go back to Explore, I get all of these. I really like looking at the suggestions that they have. For example, Jacqueline Woodson is one of my very favorite authors. I did not know she had this new book, so I'm going to check this one out for me. Borrow. Can't wait to read it. Okay, so at any time, if you want to see what you have checked out, all you have to do is go to My Shelf and say, okay, I'm ready to read this one. There's one more part I want to show you because I think it's going to be very helpful for some of our students. If you go down, there is always going to be a choice called Read to Me, I think. Read along with me. These are read aloud books. So, for example, if you wanted The Ninja Bread Man, I'm going to borrow it. It might not let me. Oh, darn it. Okay. Let me go back and return something. I'll return this one. Yes, please, I'm going to return it. Okay, now I can go back to where I was and borrow this Ninja Bread Man. So cute. And there's the book. It is loading, and it actually reads it to you. So click on the cover, see where it says Start Narration, and it will turn the pages for you, so it's hands-free.
Once upon a time, in a small house in the forest, a lonely old man decided to make himself a friend.
I'm thinking he makes himself a Ninja Bread Man. What do you guys think? So remember, if you want to access Sora, there are two ways to do it. You can do it through the TMISD webpage, or you can do it through my Google Classroom. It is in classwork under Sora, and it will give you the link right there. So I hope you have fun reading some of our digital books. If you have any questions, you know who to ask. You can email me, you can call me, you can ask me in person. I'll be more than happy to help you with anything concerning Sora or anything else concerning the library. I hope you guys enjoy it and have a great